Hi guys, for this toddler topics we are talking about your toddler and sleeping through the night. Now I'm not going to give you tips or tricks or anything because quite honestly I'm still having issues with my toddler sleeping through the night. Jackson is 2.5 and for a stretch there he was sleeping through the night. I would say from about 5 months till about 10, 11-ish months he slept through the night, and then from then on he hasn't really slept through the night. Here and there he will, but pretty rarely. I guess he does typically sleep through the night in essence of how many hours straight, but I will just kind of explain where we're at and what's going on with us, and that way if your toddler is not sleeping through the night you don't have to feel so bad because you are not alone. So, like I said, he is 2.5. He turned 2 in September, so roughly 2.5. And how our nightly schedule goes is we do bath, story time, quiet time, whatever. And he lays down between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. And he will fall asleep, usually fairly quickly. And then at about 10:30 or 11 o'clock, he will wake up and he will start banging his head on the crib. He'll start rocking back and forth. He'll get really vocal and noisy. Sometimes we can let him go and he'll fall back asleep, but sometimes it gets to the point where it's like, okay, we have to get him out of the crib because it's just not safe for him in there anymore. So at that point we take him out of the crib and we kind of just soothe him and rub his back. He usually doesn't ask for juices or anything like that at that time. He just kind of wants to be comforted. And so we don't go to bed when our kids go to bed. We stay up at least for the first time he wakes up at night, because if I were to go to sleep, get into a good sleep, and then have him wake up, I'd be cranky and that much more tired. So I just wait till his first wake up and then I go to bed after that, which is usually anywhere between 11 and 11:45-ish maybe. He'll go back to bed for the night. He then wakes up at maybe 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. Again, same things. He's banging his head, he's rocking back and forth, he's getting very vocal, very noisy, starts waking up everybody in the house. So I have checked on him before at that time and it doesn't seem like he's fully awake, because I can walk in his room and he doesn't even realize I'm in there. But I do the same thing. I take him out, I calm him down, and usually at the 2 to 3 o'clock time, I usually just stay in his room. I don't take him in our room. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. And that time, it doesn't take long to get him back to bed. Usually calm him down, pick him up, rub his back, say, Jackson, you're okay. It's time to go back to sleep. Don't hit your head anymore, blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. And he'll go back to sleep right away, like boom. And then he wakes up at 5:30-ish in the morning, and it's the same thing. He's not fully awake, but he's not fully asleep. He just kind of seems like he's in a confused state and doesn't know what's going on. So I go back in, comfort him, but most of the time, the 5 o'clock one, he will fall back asleep on his own. He doesn't do it for a terrible long time. He doesn't get really vocal. And by vocal, what I mean is what Jackson does, he hums really, really loudly or growls. And we're not quite sure what's going on there, but that's kind of what he does. So the 5 o'clock one, it's iffy. I leave him for a little while because sometimes he will just fall back asleep. So that's kind of where we're at with him. I'd feel more comfortable leaving in his crib for longer times if he had his helmet, which we just got ordered today, and we just had his appointment to get it fitted today, so I won't be as concerned of the injury part of it. But for now, this is kind of what's working for us, and I'm looking forward to the day when we can sleep all the way through the night. It would be great. I would welcome it with open arms. But for now, this is what's going on. All my other kids were pretty decent. Trevor started sleeping through the night at 3 months already, and then Parker started sleeping through the night shortly after his first birthday, and we have never had sleep issues since with them. So Jackson's a little bit different than the other two, and that's okay. The kids are all different. So Anyway, that's kind of where we're at with our toddler and sleeping through the night. And if your toddler isn't sleeping tonight, you're not alone. I am right there with you. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.